Hi, in this screencast we're going to look at Moodle again. Okay, recently there was a very interesting Moodle wish, and basically it was none other than Moodle Dan who said, why do I still need to turn editing on? Now if you ask me, the editing feature or turn editing on feature was magic in the past, but in recent years there have been so many innovations on how to edit the front page, website page, blogging page and so on, and Moodle has probably not have been so innovative in this area lately. So to make a point, let's look at an example of how it can be done, looking at some other tools or just one other tool. But before we do that, let's look at Moodle and how it is done now. Alright, we are in Moodle, we are in our course page. I am Terry, the teacher. I want to edit this course page. Now what do? I turn editing on. I click turn editing on. And now you can see here the page has transformed, and now I can edit many aspects. I can move things around. For example, I noticed that topic 2 is in 1 and should be down in 2. To move it, I just click the move down button. Okay. Voila, you can notice here. Okay, jumped here. Now topic 2 is in its correct position. Now going up, that's cool. You can move it up and down and so on, but it's a bit clunky. So now what about the boxes on the left and right side? So we can see here they have changed. Last time you had the arrows, now you can actually move it. So let's just move it just to show an example. I click move. I want search forms on the left side. Okay, you can see here now I can move it. See these green kind of dotted boxes? I can move it here. I can move it on the other side. I can move it anywhere. It's a bit more efficient than in 1.9, because in 1.9 you have to go step by step, but now you can jump, which is pretty cool, which is nice. And the same, if I had content, I can move the content using the same move feature, which is efficient. But what if we could do this more efficiently and not needing to click turn editing on or turn editing off? To show you an example of how editing the front page has evolved, I'm going to choose one tool. Maybe it's not the best tool or best example, but this is Google Forms. Okay, so here we could just imagine that we're in the course page, and imagine like gender, your age, is different topics. Now if I want to move that, do I need to click any arrows, or could I, for example, just drag it like this? Drag it there, drag it. Isn't that cool? If I wanted to edit, I don't need to click turn editing on. I can just mouse over the topic, and then I can select turn or edit. And interesting, I can duplicate, which is not in Moodle, which could be very useful. Why? Because sometimes you want to duplicate the topic content into the next one, maybe not the resources and activities, but just the text. So it's good to have probably a duplicate button too, and of course if I want to delete it. But what is interesting, what if Moodle was as easy as this to drag and drop not only the topics within the course, but also the boxes. You can just drag and drop up and down, left and right, wherever you wanted it. And better yet, if you could do the same thing with resources and activities, meaning that you could play around with it, just like dragging and dropping and doing it very efficiently. And I think that can be done without too much hassle if you have a great program in, I'm not a program, but Ajax, or whatever you pronounce it. Sounds like soap, but that's the kind of technology used to do this stuff these days. So it would be great if Moodle could do that. Look at it, just jumping there. Want to edit, I just click edit, done. Want to duplicate, I duplicate, and so on. So imagine if you could do it on 3 levels. I'm talking about 3 levels. One is, of course, you can move the topics up and down without needing to go step by step. You can just drag it down here, and the same you can do with the boxes. Even better, the 3rd level is also you can do it down to the resource and activity level. So actually you can just drag and drop activities and resources up and down, and that would be simply great. And you don't have to turn editing on, and everything is done within the page, and the academician and even the server is probably not processing that much. Everyone benefits, in the hardware, the software, and the humanware. Thank you very much. I hope I made my point clear.